apply your eyeshadow very, what do you say, very. If you guys like the video, don't forget to hit Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rumela, and in today's video I'm going to review these really affordable eye brushes from Amazon. But before we get into the video, if you are new here, hi, I'm Rumela. I make makeup, skincare, lifestyle and mom life related content here on my channel. So if you like the vibe here, definitely consider hitting the subscribe button down below. And without making the intro any more longer, let's get started. Okay, so starting with the review, these brushes come in a set of 12 and they include all kinds of brushes. Talking about the brush itself, I really like the handle. It is red and rose gold, and the brushes are also quite soft. Some of the brushes are stiff, I guess one or two stiff, as in not painful, but the bristles are soft, but the brush itself is like really tight. So I am going to talk about each brushes individually, and I don't absolutely love the set and I don't absolutely hate it as well. It is okay-ish for the price. It is very inexpensive. I got it for somewhere around 470, so you can get it 450 to 500 rupees, which I think is really good if you are a beginner. These brushes are really good, like really good eye brushes for beginners. I think this is enough, but I do have another set as well. So when I mixed and matched, this set was enough for me. You will just need a couple more brushes if you are a little bit advanced in the makeup game. You will need just a couple more brush set, which I will show, couple more brushes, which I will show in the video. But yeah, that was that. Now let's get into individual review of the brushes. Also, I forgot to tell you guys that these brushes come in a potli like this. Now this is not the brush cover, because I cannot find it anywhere. I don't know where I kept it. It just says start makers on the cover, so you can store it in the bag itself, and you can take it while traveling. I cannot find mine anywhere. And every individual brush comes in this plastic packaging, so packaging wise it is quite decent. I really like the packaging. So not going to go in any particular order. I'm going to pick whichever brush I get. The first one that I have here is this flat shader brush. This is something that is very versatile and very useful as well. I use this to just apply my eyeshadow. You can use this for cut crease and for a lot of things. This is a very useful brush. This is a kind of stiff, so it is great to apply eyeshadow in a particular area, but obviously not for blending. So this is the brush that I really like. So the next brush I have here is this blending brush. Now this is not very dense, but it is quite fluffy and quite soft. So it is good for blending your eyeshadow, but this is not great for it's good for precise blending. You cannot do like a very diffused blending. This is good for precise blending, but it's not very dense, so it's not my favorite, but I do use this to apply my eyeshadows. The next one I have here is again a blending brush, but this is a little bit more dense, but this is not very soft. It is what do you say, kind of stiff. So this is how it is. It's not very soft. It is a kind of stiff, so again this is good for precise blending, but it's not good for that diffused kind of blending. This brush set does not have a brush that is very good for diffused blending, like to blend all the eyeshadows or to blend everything seamlessly. There is no brush as such. So if you have a brush like that, then this kit is enough. So that was that brush. The next one here is again a blending brush. This is quite thick and very dense, but this is like too dense to blend your eyeshadow. So something in between these two would be perfect for blending the eyeshadow really well. What I like to use is something like this, which is a dome shaped blending brush, something that is not very dense but not not very dense as well, like not very sparse. This is just in between. It is also dome shape, so this is what I use to blend my eyeshadows. This blends the eyeshadow seamlessly. So if you have something like this, a brush like this, then this kit would be perfect. So coming back to this eyeshadow, the very dense eyeshadow brush, what I do with this is I use this to set my under eyes. This really helps to set the under eyes well. I don't like to use a brush like this to set my under eyes because this does not set it very precisely, and I do have like really wrinkly under eyes and they crease very fast. So I use this to set my under eyes, and this sets the under eye very well. So after you apply a concealer, you can use this to set your eyelids and also to set your under eyes, and it works perfectly that way. The next brush that I have here is again a stiff brush. This is good for applying eyeshadow, but again this will not blend it very well. You can use this for precise blending, like if you apply two eyeshadows, two different colors, you can use this to blend that, and that's how I use this. Again, very soft. All the bristles are soft, they will not poke you. So that is something I like about the brush. It is very soft, highly, really good quality. So that is that. The next one I have here is a little bit longer version of the one that I just showed you guys. It is flat, and this is again quite soft, and this is a little bit more dense. Like this one is a little bit more dense than this. I'll show you guys these two side by side. So this is a little bit more dense than the other one, and I really like both these brushes for blending eyeshadows. If I have like two different colors on my eyes, these two brushes work really well. The next one I have here is again a blending brush. This is a round blending brush, and this is good for for blending the eyeshadow, but again this is not dome shaped, and it is not very fluffy as well. This is kind of stiff. If you keep using it, these brushes do get a little softer, but starting with this is very stiff. So if you have a brush like this, then it really helps. Like this one, the one that I already showed, if you have a brush like this, then this really helps. It is kind of stiff, like a little bit stiff. I like my fluffy brushes to be really soft so that it blends the eyeshadow really well. So that is that. Then I have here a flat eyeshadow brush. Now this is a flat fluffy eyeshadow brush, again really good for blending your crease. Now if you like to apply like an everyday eyeshadow, just apply a little bit brown on the crease or something like that, this brush works really well. So the next brush that I have here is something that I haven't used because I already have another brush like this. It is a flat brush again, but very stiff. This is a little bit more bigger than this one. This is also a flat brush. So these are the two flat brushes. This is a smaller version, this is a bigger version. Again, this is great if you are doing like a cut crease, or if you want to do like a liner, like a very thick eyeliner, a colored eyeliner or something like that. This one works really well. Or if you want to do like as I said, a cut crease or a very thick eye look with cream eyeshadows, then this works really well. This would be really good for a cream eyeshadow. The next one that I have here is this angled brush. This is good for filling in your eyebrows or doing like a winged liner. This is really good if you have a gel eyeliner and you don't have a brush that would go with the gel eyeliner, then you can definitely use this to do that. And just it's very versatile. I really like this brush. I again have this one already in another set, so I did not use this, but the quality is really good. It is very stiff. That's what you need to do an eyeliner. So that is that. The next one here is a pencil brush. Now this is not very fluffy, or it's not as dense as I like my pencil brushes to be. This one can be used to apply eyeshadow underneath your eyes, like on the lower lash line. This works really well, but again it is, you know, really stiff. So once I apply my eyeshadow with this, I'll have to go in with a brush like this to blend it, or something like this to blend it. This does not blend the eyeshadow, it will, you know, very precisely just apply the eyeshadow. So if you are someone who does a lot of you know, experimental looks, then this will work really well. Also this will work well to apply a glitter, you know, liquid glitter on this area. So you can use this brush that way. Then the last brush I have here is an eyeliner brush. So this is how it looks like. This is something that I don't use because I usually use a liquid eyeliner, and all liquid eyeliners do come with their brushes. But again, if you are someone who does a lot of colorful looks, experimental looks, then this brush will come really handy. So this brush kit does have a lot of like really good brushes. You will need a couple more brushes that I will you know, show you guys in a bit, apart from this set. So if you get this set and get those brushes, 700-800 mein you can, you know, like get a complete brush set, like eyebrush set, which I think is really affordable if you are a beginner. You can work with this as well if you have one blending brush, tabhi bhi chal jayega, but I will give you guys a couple more recommendations because I like to use those brushes along with this. So this is a good brush kit. Like you know, I am like 70% satisfied with this one. If you have another brush set, like a complete brush set, you can you know, get this and it will be sufficient. That's what I did. I have a complete 24 piece brush set. उसमें से थोड़े eye brushes है जो मुझे पसंद है, थोड़े नहीं पसंद है, and then I use this kit. So दोनों मिला के it works really well for me. So the brush recommendations that I have here is obviously this one, the dome shaped fluffy brush, which is really good for blending the eyeshadow. The next one is this angled fluffy brush, which is again very useful for blending eyeshadows. I really like to use this to blend into my crease and do that diffused kind of, you know, a look. So this works really well for that. So these two brushes and this brush, this one is from Viga. It is very soft. Again, I absolutely love this brush. This kit does not have something like this, which is really good to, you know, highlight your inner corner and to highlight the brow bone. You can obviously use the brush that I said to highlight the brow bone, but for the inner corner, I really like my inner corner highlight to be very precise, and I don't like it all over the place. So I like something like this, a very small fluffy brush. This kit does not have that. So if you have like these three brushes, then this kit will work perfectly well. The quality is really good. Like the quality of the brushes is really good, very soft. It will not poke you at all, but it is not enough if you are a little advanced in your makeup game. So that is my only you know, issue I have with this. But apart from that, the quality is really good, the packaging is good, the handle is really nice and sturdy. They're not you know, the hair does not fall, and a little hair in some of the brushes, they do poke out, but you can use a scissor and cut that and it works really well. So I really like the brush set. I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, that was it for my review about these eyeshadow brushes. I don't love it, I don't hate it, but they work really well. So yeah, that is it. That was it for today's video. So if you guys like the video, don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.